The moral is sad brought fun and not love. The old Polly told the truth, not dog cut self. And what's more, the games that I've played billions of hours. The meaning is he's outright slanderous and make it appalling, each situation that matters most. And not even a thought of regret knowing that he has to buy us stuff. And make it about him. That he has so much money on his own. As long as he does stuff and blow it on nothing, gets written done. And make it an entity that haunts me. And make it about no one each ladder he's in the 50s you think, but in the 500 ladder from God. And he thinks I'm going to tolerate you? Without anything to pacify was him, dragging me along to anything that's trouble. If you knew him, that's not like, there's 3 opposing people in my life. Are the uncle, Michael, and him. It's down the serious I should take it level. Level is in some writings not stretching out. The thought will suffice. 'Cause he doesn't have feelings? I'll talked to grandmother. If she was still here. And no one isn't ripe for a picking. The moral, I say, might matter if they were all aren't trying to ruin my life. The eagle on the butter if it spots pancakes? And no one even grasp, the people aren't without lunches. Nothing like that, you think? But he's not a role model, a con artist? And make it about you. If it might sum up, my mom has me and my brothers as loving, not like his method. If you get to know it, you'll understand. And make it about us. And don't give him word to pound or hatred. He swears he good enough. And that's how I deal with the third opposing people. It's opposing, not hated? And if you don't catch my drift by now, you've guessed it. It's to take to pieces and denounce them. All acting high and mighty. They don't appeal to both Chance, by Michael, and someone else. And make it alluring when they think they've won all odds. I'm talking around this situation is to know them and be surprised all over again. All the time around them is drama. I tied them all in a bundle and shipped them out. The moral, I'm a feisty gator. And not alluring to some. And to others a fighting guy. And lively at that. And make it worst on them. You think? No, we keep thinking and end all hope is not cool enough not to care about anymore. And wishes people but out with my livelihood. And make it about me. And make them wish they had another thing coming. When I'm old and strong. And now they can't get away with people's hopes? And enough on that I can muster to tell you, not long my dad already got slapped by me. He thinks he forgot that, thinks he's too perfect. Is in every Austronesian earshot. Like Michael has it in him. He loves me and my dad gets that's for American, not so goods. But, in his head. I wish that was Polly to trick hun. And that's to say he mentions in words like, you're not good. And that's the sum up the matter and roll to Chance, on a dice. Most of it is for not completely high school, I thought. But he'd still act this way. For anyone to thinks I'm unimportant, to later brought out stuff. That doesn't matter to him. Like pot and beer drinking, must enforce it for the uncle? I'm actually loyal. And he mentions life, we lead lives, to be here. No, not even a joke. And if I hide this anymore, they won't make me anymore. As the first ladder God. God's ladder. To he has a reason and catch him in the act that, rest comfortably, and make it about your life as the Father. It's not to end a life? Even if it's yours? Father. Now, I get how to say that like, future trunks? As a Z fighter not, Kamina from Garen Lagan. And that's suffice enough of people's time. In an Austronesian way, or not. It strikes daunting you, look at the glass? Kicked me out of school, because I trust him? What matters is all the game show has to end. My last statement is the period punctuate at time. and mends things as they, rightly, should. And make it have any matter to anyone. Is not a good moral, but people can tell that's attitude, they think they've won out. Not to this day I rue them out. And that's to saying, they don't leave on their own. Take care of your new family father. No more means to tie over a loose knot weighing on fabric, reality as we speak. Of the future of the spiral world, goes to those he can call on stuff I'm writing not to care, and he goes away, off Uber driving. To pick up as a cabbie on the phone. This money is being used on another family? Not ours, and he's saving up for a new baby. Why are they still together, a million times over? Can't count your chicken before they hatch. But they hatch already. A bluffer, and that's to call him a crook? Sure, he's saying he's doing doesn't outweigh how much a fat baby with the soul of Edgar. He targets Paulina and gods are punishing him. And he thinks he's sly. The number of phone calls through the roof. He hides even from his new wife. Another girl? But that's to leading up to betrayal? Nothing he gets is real. If you know the route that he fakes love, the brothers will realize when they're older. I still got a full head of hair. And to Davis is the second, already losing it, over something. And a whole zodiac cycle apart. On to the third one, they picture him perfect. Of course, they need a buddy in without Reineck at that. Who knows how they handled the situation at hand? And make Jem go through depressed thoughts? Maybe the love was never there. And on to the summary? The moral decoder says we have 5 principles of peaceful coexistence. Like, my Chinese lineage to my grandparents with theirs. And make it that it's Mao Zedong or my Zedong from Google? Check yourself. And that's already placed with the connection between China and Cambodia. Yay! To make me white with him and Vietnamese. Only a little Chinese ties. And his mother I know now is Nancy Smith. My grandma was half white. She believes the old Cambodian, if you're not a good American? Not to talk around anyone. The matter is he has issues with his mom. Due to the Hellenizing. I told her her fate dies from a virus. And that's why I mentioned future Trunks. And that's Zeta Super Sagas I watched on my own. And not to preach I'm a bad provider right now. This book has to sell. At breakneck speed at that. Making them decoder, decay, righteous act, conduct, and treason. All not attached to the table of content. On its own worsen now. Michael. And make it you weren't around to get things. Because he pull Adam up landed him a job at a donut shop at the pier. Santa Monica knows that he might not care. And make it about us. That's all as I'm helping out my mom I know now, life lead the way it led, because of you. Mother, provider and supporter. And she doesn't mind my attitude I swear. To Paulina not on and, at that we know who's the real culprit. It's love and affection. So gods I value my life, together with her. Now no more of the spiral world, until the last chapter reptilian on land. And make it about to lead to betrayal, chapter 27. But, we got one more chapter, the Oasis. That's to make things play out and gather enough thoughts? And muster for that to set place. I have to tell you the hue is with the paradox time. And the matter we reach from our end to the spiral ladder god. And with its own place of the neck of the second lock. The way we have old tradition and watch out for other people. And make this about the ladder god is Judy? The more we love to live life leading to where it was placed by me and makes matters unbearable? To say the least. Or else this book would be about tears that the spiral god doesn't like. About our existence, not theirs. And without a hitch it goes to show I'm the leader of my own hands. Stack up for poker I'll have to learn to play sometime. And that is my attitude. Life goes on a spiral. Chance it hadn't had to come up short. On the bluff is all I can muster. Without no one regrets living life and point out, no one's here to judge you. They have other stuff in mind. Like appetite, where's the switch was? And where's the remote? I didn't trick you. That's to lead lives God to be proud of? On a note, I take up your time to write an essay. I lied.